Hello everyone, welcome back to TSN or the SASUKE Nerds, and today we have a major update regarding former American Ninja Warrior champion and competitor Drew Drechsel. For the newer Ninja fans or for those who are currently uninformed on the situation, let's give a little recap on what's been going on with the former A&W champion in the last 3 to 4 years. In June 2019, a complaint was made to the Cherry Hill Police Department in Cherry Hill, New Jersey against Drew Drechsel, accusing him of having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old when he was 26 years old. Amid this report, an investigation by the CHPD began, and a search of the victim's phone was conducted. The victim provided Drew's number, and records obtained from mobile phone carrier T-Mobile were able to confirm that the number was registered under Drew's name and did in fact belong to Drew. Investigators checked his text messages with the alleged victim, his bank statements, and locations which all verified the victim's story. On November 8th and November 22nd, 2019, law enforcement officials executed a search warrant of Drew Drechsel's home and seized 15 items which included 7 computers and 8 cell phones. All were used in the commission of the crimes, including one cell phone that had explicit content of the victim when she was around 14 to 16 years old. With all the evidence that was mounted up against him, Drew was arrested on the morning of August 4th, 2020, at his home by FBI agents and faced several charges, including one charge of use of interstate commerce to entice a minor, which is a charge that could lead him to a life in prison. This, however, was just the beginning. For over 3 years, updates surrounding Drew Drechsel and his case have been completely silent to the public eye, and in order to hear anything new, you'd have to scour the internet in hopes of finding any information. Thankfully, a friend of the channel provided us with a link from Court Listener. Court Listener is a legal site that would give updates on whether something new happened in this case, with documents being uploaded detailing what just took place regarding Drew's case. On September 10th, 2020, Drew and his legal team attempted to bail him out of custody, claiming that Drew was at risk for COVID and that he would follow certain restrictions so that he would be monitored, heavily supervised, and could not flee the country during this time. Drew's legal team and the prosecution went back and forth until October 1st, and ultimately it was decided that he would be denied bail due to the dangerous circumstances surrounding his case, and because of the introduction of additional victims that occurred between 2012 to 2017. On November 24th, 2020, Drew was transferred from Essex Correctional County Facility and into Salem County Correctional Facility, which is where we saw these new mugshots for the first time. From this point onwards, the updates that took place were pretty bleak. To give a brief synopsis on everything that happened from then up till this point today, the first thing that occurred was on January 22nd, 2021, when Drew was once again transferred from Salem County Correctional Facility into Federal Detention Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. After his transfer, his legal team kept pushing for extensions to review evidence. On June 4th, 2021, a document titled Order to Continue, Ends of Justice as to Andrew Drechsel, time excluded from June 4th, 2021 until September 3rd, 2021, was uploaded into Court Listener, essentially explaining that Drew wanted an additional 90 days to review all the evidence that was posted before he came up with a plea. At first, this did sound reasonable considering anyone would want to know all the things that confirmed him committing these crimes before making a plea. However, these extensions were constantly being filled at the end of every 90 days. In fact, the very last extension, Order to Continue, Ends of Justice document, was filed on April 11th, 2023, meaning that there were nearly 2 years worth of extensions. In total, Drew was granted a total of 9 extensions during that time period of 2 years. On June 1st, 2023, a breakthrough occurred. On the website Court Listener, it showed that the case had been terminated, but in reality, the case was filed under a different docket on the same site, and also another site, Pacer Monitor. On these sites, there were 5 additional filings, which were the following: plea agreement as to Andrew Drechsel, application for permission to enter plea of guilty as to Andrew Drechsel. On June 1st, 2023, on the filing titled Application for Permission to Enter Plea of Guilty, with the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey, Drew wrote, in his own handwriting, that he received child pornography and enticed an individual to travel across state lines for sex. He also agrees to register as a sex offender upon release from prison and forfeit 15 electronic devices used in the commission of the offense, which includes 7 computers and 8 cell phones. On the plea arrangement filing, it was revealed that the court will be dropping 2 of the original charges and has lessened the rest of the original charges. These charges were now receipt of child pornography and enticement to travel for illicit sexual conduct, in which he is now facing 60 years maximum. He pleaded guilty to both counts and is being sentenced on October 24th, 2023 at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or at least that was supposed to happen. When October 24th rolled around, we all sat waiting for the news. After that day, nothing. Naturally, everyone figured, okay, maybe it'll take a bit for information to come around. As the hours started to pass by, there was still nothing. No news appeared, no updates from Court Listener or Pace Monitor. But why? What was going on? As time passed, more questions were being asked and none of them were being answered. However, one answer was given to us on the most unlikely of sites, Reddit. American Ninja Warrior veteran Joe Moravsky broke the silence, revealing some crucial information. Once again, Drew Drechsel would get another extension, and the sentencing would get postponed until January. As November came to an end, there were still no updates being given from anywhere else. However, on December 6th, 2023, an external court site would validate Joe's claim. The new date was revealed and confirmed for January 24th, 2024. However, as we've seen before, time and time again, it was delayed once more. At the time of recording this part of the video, the sentencing has been delayed from January to April to May and now June, a total of 6 delays in the year of 2024. These continuous postponements left many wondering if there would ever be a resolution to this case. However, on June 17, 2024, we received a hopeful and major update. A new document was filed stating that the United States submitted sentencing materials to the court in this case concerning the defendant. This update revealed and has confirmed sentencing would officially take place on June 26, 2024, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On June 26, 2024, after 3 years, 10 months, and 22 days of collective anticipation, delay after delay, continuance after continuance, the stagnant legal period of Drew Drechsel's case would finally come to a resolution. An article posted by the Philadelphia Inquirer revealed Drew's appearance in court and confirmed that, quote, prosecutors also presented testimony from another woman, end quote, detailing how, quote, Drechsel groomed her when she was 16 and a student at one of his gyms, then continued a relationship with her for 6 months before ending it to date her best friend, who was also underage, end quote. The article also reveals that Drew's legal team fought for a shorter sentence, but this was denied by the judge. Another article was also quietly released within a short post in the District of New Jersey's press releases detailing a sentence of 121 months, also 10 years, behind bars, of which 46 months have already been served. For those who need the math done, this means Drew has served nearly 4 years of his sentence and is set to be released in 2030. On top of this, Drew will be ordered to serve 15 additional years of supervised release and pay $100,000 in restitution fees to the victim, making him unable to reintegrate into society without the consequences of his actions hovering around him until 2045. To add to this, it's been confirmed by Drechsel himself that he did, in fact, meet the victim via his endeavors in Ninja Warrior, and cementing that he did commit the actions detailed in the crime report mentioned earlier in this video, adding to this chilling crime. But that was it. The story of Drew Drechsel, a haunting tale of how the face of American Ninja Warrior for many years toppled due to horrifying allegations involving multiple victims, finally comes to a close. Drew will fortunately never be allowed within the world of Ninja Warrior ever again, even after he's released. What he's done will never be forgotten and will follow him for the rest of his life. With this, We at TSN hope that closure can be provided to all individuals affected by Drew, and that the sport of ninja can continue to move forward in a safe manner. If you believe you may have witnessed an encounter of sexual harassment or assault, be sure to call your local authorities.